Manga-Waido.
I'm Yusuke Shimada. After college, I started working at this big tech firm. Work was tough, but rewarding. After a few years, my friends from college were starting to get married. I was still single, so I decided to go to one of those matchmaking parties. That's where I met Akemi. She was really fun to be with. We hit it off. We became good friends, and went on a few dates after that.
I gotta tell you something. I have a daughter. I was married once.
She had a 10-year-old daughter named Natsuki. Fine by me. Growing up, I didn't have a father either. My mom raised me single-handedly, so I knew raising a child on your own wasn't easy.
You sure? It's okay if you don't want to be with me.
What? Don't say that! You should be proud of yourself, Akemi! I really liked her, and I wanted to help.
Well, thank you for saying that.
So we started going out. I really loved her. Soon, I started thinking about popping the question, but if I wanted to marry her, I had to get her daughter's blessing too. I still remember the day when I first met her daughter. Hello there!
She's shy.
I'm Yusuke Shimada. I'm dating your mother, and I want to start a new family with you two. I know it's a lot to process, and it might take some time to get used to it, but I'll do everything I can to be a good father and a good husband. Will you give us your blessing?
Okay.
It's a lot to lay on a kid. It'll take some time for her to let me in. A few weeks later, we got married. Now I had a wife and a daughter. I loved having a family. Akemi got a part-time job at a nearby department store. We helped each other out. Life was good, but Natsuki, she was still processing all of this. So how was school, Natsuki? You make new friends?
Yeah?
If you need help with anything, just ask, okay? I'm here for you.
Okay. Good night, Mr. Shimada.
She still didn't call me by my first name. She was almost a teenager. This couldn't be easy on her. I had to be patient. I decided to give her some space. She'd come around. But then, a few months later, one of our rival companies started taking our business, and our company started laying people off, and I was one of the unlucky ones. Now I was out of a job. I started looking for a new job, but the economy was tough. Getting a job wasn't that easy. I gotta put food on the table for my family. It was gonna take me some time to get a stable job. So I started working as a security guard in the meantime to pay the bills. But then...
This is it?
I'm sorry.
This is nowhere near enough. Ugh, good thing I work too. You're pathetic.
Akemi was really upset about all this. She wasn't like this before. She started yelling at me almost every day. She started working more hours to make ends meet. She no longer had time to do things around the house.
This is embarrassing. Right, Natsuki? He said he'll do his best to be a good father to you. This must be embarrassing for him.
She did have a point, though. I was ashamed of myself. Natsuki probably hated me by now. I kept trying to get a stable and better paying job, but it was rough out there. I worked 7 days a week. I barely had time to look for a new job. And Natsuki? She still didn't let me in. Natsuki? Want some snacks?
Just leave them there.
She was studying for high school entrance exams now. She stayed up late hitting the books. I just wanted to do everything I could to help out. That was all. Don't stay up too late, okay?
Okay.
Well, I'll leave you to it. I'm rooting for you. I could barely hold a conversation with her, but I just had to be patient. But then one day, I got a call from Natsuki's school. What? You serious? Natsuki passed out during PE. The teacher said it was just a light case of anemia, but she wanted her to take the rest of the day off, just in case.
And I called your wife too, but she's not picking up.
Oh, I think she's working.
I thought so too, but not sure I should tell you this, but...
The teacher said something strange. What? It can't be! I was shocked and really confused, but I couldn't just stand there and do nothing. I told my boss what happened and headed over to the school. Natsuki was in the nurse's office. She looked much better. They asked me to take her home. She needed to rest.
I'm sorry. I know you were working.
Don't apologize. I'm your dad. This is what dads do. And listen, we may not be related by blood, but you're still my daughter, okay? I care about you. Just remember that. Oh, hey. Did Mom get a new job or something? Your teacher said something really weird to me on the phone. Natsuki? What's wrong? Did I say something to upset her? I pulled over and waited for her to stop crying. Then slowly, she started talking to me. What?
I'm sorry I never told you.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing. A month later, Natsuki got into her first choice school. Her hard work finally paid off. Graduation was in a few weeks. Akemi, on the other hand, she was almost never home. She stopped doing housework altogether. She said she was out working. Then it was the night before graduation. I took the day off. I was really excited about my daughter's big day, but then...
Wow, wait. You're coming too?
Huh? Yeah, why not?
You're kidding me, right? No way. You're a security guard. You'll just embarrass us. Don't come.
But I'm her father.
Father? That's a good one. She still calls you by your last name. Natsuki, you want him coming to your graduation? No, right? See? She doesn't want you there. You'll just embarrass her. You should be ashamed of yourself. I should have never married you.
What? She didn't even say anything.
She doesn't have to. Look at her. She's upset. I can tell I am her real mother, okay? I can read her like a book. That's what I thought. If you want to come, start by getting a better job. Something has to change.
You're right.
Huh?
Something has to change. For starters, I'm leaving you.
What? What do you mean?
I know you're cheating on me.
What? No,
And you quit your job a while ago.
What? No!
Stop lying. I know everything already. I hired a PI to look into Akemi. She was cheating on me all this time. I had more than enough evidence against her. She was dating this young guy she met at her old workplace. She didn't want her colleagues to find out about the affair, so they both quit.
Those are all lies! You've got no proof!
Actually, I do. Want to see the pictures and hear the voice recordings?
What?
Hold on. Here. I grabbed my phone and played one of the recordings.
I had so much fun today. Oh, I love you. Yeah, it's fine. Nobody's home right now.
Her face turned blue. Want me to keep going?
You little... You bugged me? How dare you?
Actually, Natsuki recorded it for me.
What?
That's right. It was Natsuki who told me about Akemi's affair. That day in the car when she started crying, that's when she told me. After she stopped crying, we drove home and she told me everything.
I am so sorry about everything.
Huh?
You're really nice to me and I really appreciate it. I know you work really hard for us. I know you care about me. When I first met you, I knew I could trust you, but I'm not very good at talking to people and all the guys Mom used to date, they were all jerks, so that's why I had trouble letting you in.
I had no idea. I thought she didn't like me or something, but I had it all wrong. And this was mostly her mother's fault. Whenever Natsuki tried to share an opinion, Akemi stopped her. That's why she wasn't very good at talking to people.
You're a really good person, and you work so hard for us, but I can't stand to see you like this anymore. She doesn't deserve you.
Thank you, Natsuki, but, what do you mean by that?
Mom, she's cheating on you.
What? Then she played the recording. When I worked the night shifts, she talked to her boyfriend on the phone all night long.
I've been meaning to tell you, but I wasn't sure. Because if you two get a divorce, I'll just end up with her again, and I didn't want that.
You don't?
No, I don't want to live with her anymore.
Natsuki, thank you for telling me. I'll take care of this, okay? You've got nothing to worry about.
But if you get a divorce...
No worries. I told you. I'm your father, okay? I'm not leaving you.
Really?
Yes, really. So I hired a lawyer and started preparing my case.
No.
Do you have any idea what you put her through? Huh?
But I thought she was asked to sleep. You know nothing about me. Huh? I don't go to sleep that early. I've been staying up late every night studying. But you talk so loud. It was really annoying. What? Dad cared about me, but not you. You can't talk to him like that. You're the one that should be ashamed. What? I'm your mother. Your real mother. Don't talk to me like that. So what? You know nothing about me. You don't care at all.
Natsuki kept yelling at her. Akemi was speechless. I don't think she was done yet, but I had to step in. She was really upset. All right, Natsuki. It's a bit early, but you good to go?
Yeah. What's going on?
We were gonna wait until the graduation was over, but Akemi, I want a divorce. And I'm taking Natsuki with me.
What? No way, she's my daughter. You might be my mother, but I don't want to live with you anymore. What? You can't be serious. He's a loser. He can't even provide for us. Stop calling him that. He's working day after day to put food on the table for us. And you don't even work. You're the loser, not him. What?
Look, if you want to take this to court, fine. But I'm leaving you, and Natsuki is coming with me. Whether you like it or not.
Ugh, screw you! You two are gonna regret this.
Akemi turned around and ran out of the house. She was probably gonna go to her boyfriend's house. Whatever. She wasn't my problem anymore. Your graduation ceremony is tomorrow, though. You sure you don't want her there? She is your mother.
Nope. As long as you're there, I'll be fine.
Of course. I'll be there. It was just us now. It was up to me to protect her. A few days later, we all had a meeting with our lawyers present. I sued Akemi for damages and requested custody of Natsuki. Natsuki made it clear that she didn't want to live with Akemi anymore. And since she was 18 now, that was more than enough for them to grant me custody. And I had more than enough evidence against Akemi. She had to pay me for damages as well. A few weeks later, the divorce was finalized. I got everything I wanted. I was just glad that it was all over. But for Akemi, things were about to get much worse. Turns out, she never told her boyfriend that she was married. And when he found out about this, he left her and sued her for damages. She went crying to her parents, but they disowned her. Not sure what happened to her after that, but not my problem anymore. Oh, and I finally got a stable job. I had a strong background in IT, so that helped. And after a long day at work...
Hey, Dad! Dinner's ready!
Ah! Thanks, Natsuki. My daughter cooked delicious meals for me every night. After the divorce, Natsuki started feeling much better. She was the sweetest girl ever. She was only like that because of her mother. I'm just glad she's out of our lives. She was growing up so fast. She'll probably get married and start a family of her own soon. Well, until then, I'm gonna do everything I can to be the best father I can be.